Good morning. Hello, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Freed, and welcome to It's My Honor. I'm a pro bono coach for the Honor Foundation, an organization dedicated to helping Navy SEALs and other special operators transition from the military to the civilian workforce. And today it's my honor to introduce you to Alan Beaty, Special Operations Explosive Ordnance Officer. Welcome, Alan.
Good morning, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Now, it's my understanding that you're going to be transitioning in June of 2019. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Great. Well, I'd like to start our discussion by understanding some of the highlights of your career. Can you share one or two highlights with us?
Sure, Elizabeth. Thank you. In my current position as the senior officer at our Learning and Development Training Center here on the West Coast, I noticed a deficiency in the way that we train our new and current employees. There was a lot of redundancy when they moved from their basic to intermediate to advanced phase training. And there was no clearly defined exit criteria to move them from basic to intermediate and intermediate to advanced. So we put together a cross-organizational team made up of people from 10 different organizations within our community to identify all the redundancies and clearly define exit criteria. We spent a year running a pilot program with those processes and protocols. At the end of the year, we found that we were able to reduce the training time from 7 months down to 5 months.
Wow.
A 30% increase. And then based on the exit criteria, we noticed that we were able to increase the proficiency of our employees by 20%. We briefed this to the executive steering committee that is in charge of our community. They accepted all of our results, and now that is the current way that we train all our new and current employees.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So, based on this experience, what do you see are transferable skills to the corporate civilian community?
I think I bring two sets of skills to those. The first is the ability to inspire, motivate, and lead small teams up to multi-matrix, globally dispersed organizations that work in dynamic environments where the solutions to their challenges are ambiguous and require some out-of-the-box thinking. And I'll do that by developing in my team members some skills that I've developed, which is to think critically about a problem, to assess the problem, to identify not only the pitfalls, but also the opportunities, and to make decisions in less than perfect information and keep in line with corporate goals and strategies.
Great. So, as you start looking for organizations to work for, what kind of culture are you looking for to land in?
Oh, thank you for asking that. Three things. First, innovation. And what I mean by that is, does a company believe that you evolve through innovation and that's how they maintain their leadership in the market? Two, entrepreneurial spirit. And in those teams that I work on, do they have the autonomy to implement some of the decisions they made to move the company forward? And then lastly, a value on the work-life balance. A company that really believes that an employee that has a life outside of work is a better employee at work.
Wonderful. So finally, my last question is, if I were to sit down and have a cup of coffee with your commanding officer, what would he or she tell me your greatest strengths are?
What they would tell you is that when they come up and they give me an assignment or a project to work on, that they know three things are going to happen. One, that the project will be concluded on time and on budget. It'll be done to the highest ethical standards, and that it'll be aligned with corporate goals and strategies, and that they don't have to constantly check up on me to see how it's coming along. They know that it's going to be completed as they want it to be done.
Wonderful. Alan, I want to thank you so much for spending this morning with me, and it's truly been my honor to interview you. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth.